Good afternoon, guys. So the other day I put up an article that was basically about this new bill that Maura Healey has out, and I've started to look through it a little bit, and I've gone to certain sections, and I wrote that article in regards to a specific section, and the article is called "How Massachusetts Plans to Control Your Thermostat and Your Wallet." And so that article is in reference specifically to AMI, and that's the advanced metering infrastructure, and that includes your smart meter. And so they've started to create this transition to smart meters. That's the first step in AMI, the advanced metering infrastructure. So first of all, with the smart meter, they're basically saying you have no choice, which I don't understand how that's even possible, how they can say you have no choice, because the reality is, if they pretend you have a choice, the truth behind it is, if you opt out, they will charge you $35 a month per month, plus a one-time $42 fee. So that's insanity, right? So over the course of 12 months, you're looking at, an additional $400 with that service fee there, just to opt out of having a smart meter. Now, what do they want the smart meters for? You can tell they're very important to their system. So with that smart meter, they're going to be able to track your energy usage by the minute. By the minute. Every minute you use electricity, they'll be able to monitor it. And they'll be able to gauge which specific appliances you're turning on just by the voltages as they spike at different times of the day. Now, when they get this data, they're collecting this data so they can use it against you. So what they're going to do is, by that data that your smart meter will just disseminate to them, right? Is there an opt-out for that? For them having my data every minute of the day? So they're going to use that data. With that data, they will establish a baseline of when the majority of people within a particular city or municipality, use their energy. For me, for instance, it's going to be at night in the wintertime, or at night, when I'm home. And for most of us, it's going to be the same, right? Because we do most of our activities during the day. And so what they're going to do when they find out what these peak usage times are, they're going to start charging more for peak usage. So do you remember back in the day when we had, the cell phones and the Nokias and etc. And, we had those peak usage times, and, when you need to use the phone, you need to use the phone, and you would go to use the phone and find out, oh, wow, I use it during peak times. You're going to pay a crazier rate during those peak times. It's going to be the same with your energy usage, with your electricity usage, and etc. And so what's going to happen is they're going to try to change your behavior by this peak pricing system. They're going to try to disincentivize you using it by charging you more. That's absolutely insane, because a lot of us, like myself, who have mini splits, I have no choice in the winter other than to run my mini splits all day, including this new peak time, which will be in the evenings. And so they're going to be doing this because the grid isn't prepared for the electrification that they're going towards, right? And so what they're going to try to do is stifle the usage, because what's going to happen is we're going to be put in a situation where people are using these systems, the grid can't take it, and we're going to have blackouts like they do in California, like they just had in Spain and Portugal. And so this is the recipe for disaster, and they don't care. The amazing part is how Maura Healey sold this bill as an energy savings bill. Now, this bill is huge. There's about 120 pages in it. And so what's going to happen is, so the first step, smart meters. Then they get you to sign up to the smart meters. Then they use your data to determine when you use it most. Then they create penalties for when people use their electricity the most. And then beyond that, what they're going to do is they're going to then implement a way for the utilities to control your usage. So for instance, if you have a Nest system or the smart thermostats, the utilities will have a way to control your energy where, it's the middle of the day, it's really hot, your AC is pumping. They can go in there and alter the temperature your AC is on. And for some people, and some younger people, and some people with circulation issues, and some older people, and etc., we need the temperature at certain times because of our bones, because of our muscles, because of our circulation, or whatever other medical conditions. And they're going to be able to go in there and monitor your energy and change it all together and decide how hot you need to be, how cool you need to be, how cool you deserve to be. And that's This is, I mean, this is insane. This is totalitarianism. This is surrendering your energetic sovereignty. And some people say they can't do that. Well, what they will do is they'll ask you to opt in. They'll ask you to opt into the service. They'll say that it's saving, energy and etc. And what they'll say is, well, if you opt into the service and you let us connect to your smart thermostat, you let us connect to your Nest, you let us connect to your Ecobee, which are, smart home monitoring systems, what we'll do is we'll offer you a discount. But what that really means is we're going to charge everybody that doesn't comply more, just like they're doing with the smart meters. So guys, we need to wake up. I know it's springtime. I know bills are lower than they normally are now, but they are using this lull in our, observation and our awareness to put the dagger in us. Don't let them take control of your energetic sovereignty. Don't let them take control of your freedom. It's time to fight. It's time to wake up. It's time to go, and that time is now. Like I said, we have a very limited window to make our voices known in regards to the opposition to this bill. The time is now, guys. Don't sleep. It's time to wake up. Let's go.